Hello there all. This is just going to be a quick guide on how to choose which ship of yours shows up when you're scrapping ships. So we're going to start off by determining exactly what's in my first ship slot. We're going to scrap this and see which ship I have by default showing up. So scrap you. And this is what I have in my first ship slot that shows up when I scrap other ships. Just toss this stuff in my exosuit because we're gonna have to do a bit of juggling. So, in order to change which ship shows up, first we have to vacate my first ship slot. The way we do this is by exchanging my ship with an NPC ship, claiming it back, and scrapping the NPC ship. So when you exchange ships, the ship you exchange for goes into the slot, whatever slot the ship you exchanged it with occupied. So when I exchange, this shuttle should now be in my ship slot 1. We go back over here, talk to that same NPC, and claim this back. So claim my ship back for free. So now this should no longer be in ship slot 1 because that's what the NPC shuttle's in. This should be in whatever the first open slot I had available was. So probably slot 5. Now we go and scrap the NPC ship. And that'll leave ship slot 1 completely empty. So when I scrap this, what'll end up spawning is whatever ship I have in slot 2 because, as I just mentioned, we've just vacated ship slot 1. It's empty. So that would be what I have in ship slot 2. But now, we want to actually choose which ship shows up when we scrap. So we're going to have to repeat that process one more time using whichever ship we want to show up. So we're going to call in my freighter. And go through that exact same process, but with the ship I want to show up when scrapping. So we are going to choose this, which is actually going to be what's in ship slot 4 right now, I believe. But it doesn't really matter. All that does matter is which ship is in the lowest assigned slot. So again, we're going to repeat the exact same process. Right now, ship slot 1 is empty, so we're going to exchange this ship with an NPC ship. The NPC ship will go in the same slot, but now when we reclaim this ship from said NPC, it'll go in the first open slot available, aka slot 1. So then, after that, this will always be the ship that shows up whenever I scrap something. So, go, exchange. Turn around, immediately reclaim the ship from that NPC, and then we'll be good to go. So now, when I scrap this ship, the fighter I just put into slot 1 should just remain here on deck. None of my other ships should spawn, and that'll be the proof that I've succeeded in choosing which ship shows up when I scrap. So I scrap that ship, and it defaults back to my new slot 1 starship. Hopefully that's been useful, and have yourselves a lovely evening.